Hey guys, hi, I'm Mandeep Singh, the faculty advisor at the Senior Academy, and we are here to discuss one of the notorious questions in your academic journey, that is, how to appear for an interview. Now it seems to be a very basic question, but it creates a lot of difficulties, and you must have faced the same thing at some point in your life. So I'll just start with the first chapter, that is, tell me something about yourself. Now this is the basic question which is asked in 90% of the cases. This decides your landing to the next rounds, how you perform in this chapter 1. Now, when we are talking about this thing, tell me something about yourself. Now, it simply means telling about yourself. But what you should tell about yourself, about your educational qualification, about your academic journey, about your prior experience, etc. I guess you must have something in your mind which you would like to tell about yourself. So if you just come to the do's, there are certain do's that involves like education qualifications, prior experience, academic profile. We'll start with the first one, education qualifications. Now if you go for an interview, your first round will be in a group. So all of you will be getting 4 to 5 minutes to discuss about yourself. Thus, HR interviewer will be asking you straight away, tell me something about yourself, and he'll be coming to you one by one and you'll be telling about yourself one by one. So what first thing we'll be discussing about? You must be having a high profile educational background. You must, like you have done your post-graduations, you have done your graduations, you are having some certain skills, you are having some software knowledge, some project applications knowledge. So you must be having a whole lot of educational background, which you have just presented in your resume. So first of all, you will be going through your resume and just having a look on it. What you have written, what you have exactly filled up in your education qualification call. Say for example, like I'll just tell it in a very simple manner. I'll just tell it in a very precise way. Hi, I'm Mandeep Singh. I've done BA Honours Economics from SGTB Khalsa College back in 2008, securing a 50%. Then I went for Masters in Business Economics from Guru Nanak Dev University. And then I went for another Masters in Economics from Distilled Learning through IGNOU. So this is a very brief thing which will be telling about your academic profile. It's not a matter of involving your certain dreams about your childhood or anything which is unwanted at that point of time. You will be just discussing it in a precise manner, telling it not more than 1 or 2 lines. Now the second point in the do's comes to your prior experience. Now most of you will be thinking that you are, as a fresher, don't have much prior experience. But it's not mandatory you should have a prior experience. Even if you are a fresher, you can just tell about your achievements, like you being a cultural secretary at the university level, you being a fantabulous speaker in a dramatic society, in a debating society. So you can just tell some of the strengths which you have achieved during your academic journey. It's not mandatory you will be telling any kind of prior experience or any kind of professional experience. Even though if you have it, you can just discuss about your prior experience again in a very precise manner. You'll be telling that I was working with this firm for the period of past 6 months. My date of joining was 21st December 2013 and I left the firm like November 2014. So this is a very simple thing you can tell them. And you can just tell them what profile you were working on. Whether you were working in the marketing profile, whether you were in the research profile, whether you were in the assistant profile, or whether you were working in the managerial profile. So it is always prudent to tell them like in a very simple way, and just tell honestly. Don't try to just over exaggerate. Just tell what you are, just go through your CV first. Whatever you have written on your CV or your resume, you'll be telling them exactly. They are just trying to match it. While the person who is observing you, he'll be just having a look on the CV. And what you are speaking at the point, he'll be just matching. Whether you're telling the truth or whether you're telling anything which is not part of your profile. So he'll be considering your honesty as well. First of all, you will be preparing your CV. The CV is a very important thing to prepare. Now the CV requires it requires a lot of pains to prepare. It is not a cake of walk. I'll tell you the CV preparation in the later parts. Coming back to our chapter 1. Now, first is education qualification, second is prior experience. Now, thirdly, we'll be discussing your academic profile, telling about your academic profile. You need to be positive about your academic profile. Now, when you're telling about your academic profile, now that is not just leisuring out over there. You just need to be serious about telling about your academic profile. Now, you are not over there to just check how the office infrastructure looks like, what the people are carrying, what clothes they are wearing, what mobiles they are using. Just don't get into that nonsense. You just need to carry your presence of mind. Your presence of mind is very important. You will be just focusing on the interviewer questions rather than thinking about your any future plans, going to the movie and etc. etc. These are not required at that point of time. So when you are discussing about your academic profile, like you'll be telling them about your academic journey, what have been your achievements, what have been your career achievements, what knowledge you have attained, what knowledge you have acquired, what profile have you have been already gone through, what competitions you have participated. Now these are again very basic things, but it involves a lot of hard work to prepare. You need to be just coming to the point or talking about your strengths. Your strengths. Like these 3 things are your strengths. These are the most important things which you can, if elaborated in a positive manner, then you will be able to strike the right spot. These are again tools which you can easily grab, which you easily you can get it in your way. Sometimes what happens? People are mistaking. People are committing some blunders which are not considered to be part of the smart game. Now, what I am talking about, I am just talking about the do-nots. What are the do-nots? Coming back, our chapter 1 was to address, tell me something about yourself. Now, telling about yourself, again, I have just told you, you will be discussing your strengths. But again, when you are not aware of the things, or you are just out of ignorance, performing in a negative way, like you'll be not positive about that thing. So you are doing you're getting into some do-nots, which are eventually proving your threats. Now what are these do-nots? When you ask, tell me something about yourself, you will not tell about them, your childhood achievements or memories, any kind of negative signals like telling them, I am only interested in money. Now this is not the way. If they ask you, tell me about yourself, so you will not discussing about your monetary plans or your financial plans, that I am not interested in a better career opportunity, I am not interested in a better career goals or objectives. So this is not a very good sign to reveal. Again, you'll not be discussing your hobbies or any kind of personality. You'll not be telling them that I can play a guitar, I can dance, I have a very good intelligent quotient. Such things are not required at all. These are just giving an indication of some negativities. But prior to these things, or these do nots, which I told you that how they can become threats for you. I know that you must have gone through, again I am telling you, you must have gone through a lot of hard works, a lot of scrutinizations, a lot of critical assessments in your lifetime. But again, I'll just tell you one thing. See, after all it's a game. Either you'll be a champion or still chasing to become one. So it's your wish to become a champion or chase a champion. Because once a champion was chased by a struggler, and once a struggler was chased by a winner. It's passion, my friends. And I just want to say, your mind needs to be in the meeting room. You'll be just making sure that you are talking less and replying in a very positive manner. You are not getting distracted from any of the past experiences regarding unsuccessful interviews or anything which is negative. You don't need to be affected by any negative circumstances. Just be positive. And at last, I'll just tell you, you need to be, first of all, smartly dressed up. Now, what do you mean by dressed up smartly? Any guesses? Now, by dressing up smartly, just requires to dress up in a formal way, to following the basic formal dress code of the organizations. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll be wearing high-end fashion brands clothes. You just need to pair up a formal shirt with a formal pair of trousers. It is comfortable with both boys as well as girls. And it's not very costly to go in the markets and check out and to find the same. So you need to make sure that you'll be at the best, aligning with the aura of the organizations. It's very necessary to get aligned with the aura of the organizations. Now the people over there, they are always dressed up in formal clothes. They are always dressed up in formal attire. So you need to look like them. Now if you are wearing any denims or any t-shirts, or some people like they wear chappals for the interviews. Now these are some of the mistakes they are making, which is not required at this level. So please make sure that you are wearing iron clothes, and just make sure, even if you are not traveling with your own vehicle, even if you are going via public transport like metro or anything, just make sure your clothes doesn't get shabby or dirty. It's very easy to maintain yourself, even if you're traveling in a metro or anything. And secondly, you'll be carrying your updated CVs, your resumes along with you. The CVs and resumes need to be prepared according to the qualifications and calibers of one's own profile. Now that is also very important. See, I'll tell you about the CV preparation part in my later lectures. But till now, you just need to make into your mind that you'll be carrying your updated resumes to the respected venues. And lastly and most importantly, you'll be reaching the venues at least 15 minutes before schedules. Now this is very important. Like for example, if you're going for an interview which is scheduled at 11 a.m. in the morning, you need to be over there at least 10:45. See, going first always opens up new passages, new way outs. I'm not saying that you need to be first to reach, but you can at least afford to reach in the first day. That is again a good sign of your inclination towards getting the job in a positive way. And that is not very hard to afford.